What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome finally to NCAA 14. That's right, we are back on NCAA 14. It's about time we are back on NCAA 14, but we are not just back on the game just to be back on the game. We are back on the game to continue the Notre Dame Dynasty that I started back, I don't even know, like a year ago. Maybe not a year, maybe like 10 months ago or something. But we are back to start that once again, start that back up. I mentioned in a couple of videos that I had something old that I was going to bring back, and this is exactly what I was talking about. I am bringing back the Notre Dame series to the channel, so I want you guys to get hyped for it, and I want you guys to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything. But to get straight into this video, basically, when I first recorded the original series, the first season, I just didn't have the right equipment. I was playing it on my monitor instead of on a big TV like I'm playing it now. It didn't feel right. It didn't come out right on the videos. The audio was bad. The sound was, all of the sound was bad. The gameplay was all right, but it didn't feel right to me, so I stopped it. And then now that I have all the right stuff, I'm finally ready to get back to it and continue what I was hoping was going to be the series that exploded on the channel and made me into a name. But it didn't happen because I had to stop it. So now we get back to it, and now this is one of my favorite. This was when I first planned it. It was going to be one of my favorite series that I've ever done because of the way that I've done it with the rosters, how I've started the series and stuff. So I'm just super excited to get back to it. Now, let me show you what I mean by the rosters and stuff, because if you guys don't remember, we'll go into all the details in the actual video. So I wanted to say thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell and the subscription button down below as well, and I'll see you guys in the game. All right, jumping in here to the actual game, we have Week 1, 2014, the #1 ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish, because if you remember from last episode, the final episode, we won, well, the final gameplay episode, we won the national championship. And I said at the end of that video that the next season wouldn't start for a little bit because I'd had to get all the rosters right. I had to make all the rosters myself. And so little did I know that it would take about 10 months to get everything going. So here we are, we're finally back. It doesn't matter, we are here, and I'll refresh you guys on the actual team before we get into anything so you guys remember who's on this team. And the big thing is, we started this with the actual 2013 NCAA rosters, the rosters that loaded in with the game. So the way that I'm doing this is, we start year 1, which we did last season, with those rosters. Then the recruits, so let me go to a position where we have a freshman. Right here, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is a freshman recruit from the 2014 class. So basically every recruit for like the big name schools and for some of the big name recruits are in these rosters. And that's how it's going to be for every year. So the recruits are going to be matching what the year we are in the game is, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But the way that I did this was I put all of the best, well, not all of, but I put a lot of the best college players on Notre Dame just to see what would happen. These are all their actual ratings from the roster that I took them from. So in NCAA 13, Todd Gurley was probably like a 95 or something. He's progressed a little bit. But Christian McCaffrey, as a freshman, is 78 overall in that roster. So this is the exact Christian McCaffrey. It's almost like I copy and pasted him. I copied and pasted him into this roster, even though I had to recreate everything. But just to simplify it, just think that I copy and pasted each freshman into this save file so that they're the exact same. Like, there's nothing different except for the only thing that's different is their hometown and where they're from, and that's because in franchise or in Dynasty mode you can't change that once they're recruited and stuff. So you'd have to go in and actually create the prospect, and then you run the risk of not recruiting them and then coming in, and then it's just a whole thing. So the only thing that's not correct is where they're from, but literally everything else is correct. The height, the weight, the face, the overall, the speed, the brake tackle, literally everything is correct. So, and the number is not correct because somebody else may have that number already on this roster. So let's go through Let's go through the roster and show you guys, just to catch you guys back up on who is still here. We have Johnny Manziel, our junior redshirt quarterback, who did not leave for the draft like he did in real life. He is still here as a junior redshirt at 99 overall, so he's going to be leading our team. We have junior redshirt Marcus Mariota, who I'm going to probably try and swap out some playing time with, just because he's a junior too, just to balance it both out. Then we have sophomore redshirt Jameis Winston, and we have freshman recruit Deshaun Watson. That's right. So that's our quarterback core. Then we move to running back. We have Todd Gurley Jr., who was a sophomore last year, obviously. Melvin Gordon, who's a junior. Derrick Henry, who's a sophomore. Alvin Kamara, freshman redshirt, and freshman Christian McCaffrey. So our running back core is solid. Fullback, we have Derek Watt, who's a junior redshirt. Senior wide receiver Sammy Watkins. Our wide receiver core is going to be outstanding. Then we have junior Amari Cooper, senior Jarvis Landry, senior Odell Beckham Jr., who these guys both left. I don't think they stayed their senior year. Sammy Watkins may have stayed his senior year. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know for a fact that Jarvis Landry and Odell left as juniors. Then we have junior redshirt Mike Evans. We have sophomore redshirt Michael Thomas. We have freshman redshirt Will Fuller. And we have freshman redshirt Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's gonna be redshirted this year, so you won't see him. So will Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey will be redshirted too. We got tight ends Troy Nicholas, who was actually on the Notre Dame team in this roster, so I didn't do anything about that. I kept him. Then we have senior Eric Ebron. We have sophomore O.J. Howard. We have Dalton Schultz, who's going to be redshirted, and Mark Andrews, who's going to be redshirted along with him. Offensive line, starting at left tackle, we have Mike McGlinchey, who's actually on Notre Dame's team. He's a freshman redshirt. Then we have Ronnie Stanley at an 80 overall. He's a junior. And we have Quentin Nelson, who's going to be redshirted this year. So between both of these guys, I'm not 100% sure who I'm going to start. Probably Ronnie Stanley because he's a junior. But they both are 80 overall. Then we have left guard Shaq Mason, who's a senior, and then we have freshman Isaiah Wynn. So we're going to be solid here. We may need to bring in one more recruit at left guard just to fill in a backup for Isaiah Wynn, but we're good for that. And then we have, oops, I changed the Air Force. Wrong thing. Then we have David Andrews, who is our senior center. Nick Martin, who's our junior redshirt center. He's on the team, actually, and so is Matt Haggerty. Both of these guys were the actual centers for Notre Dame, and then I just added David Andrews. Then we have Austin Blythe, who's a junior redshirt. So our offensive line is going to need some overhaul in recruiting in a few years' time. Then we have Taylor Decker and Cam Robinson as our two right tackles. Moving to the defense, we have Stephon Tuitt, who's one of the best defensive linemen Notre Dame's ever had. He's a senior, along with DeMarcus Lawrence, who's a senior, and then freshman redshirt Joey Bosa. That's right, we got Joey Bosa on the squad. He's gonna get a big boost in playing time after this season because both these guys will be gone. So he will be the starting left end at the start of next season. And then we got Sheldon Day, who was on this team, Robert and Kim Diche, DeForest Buckner, Myles Garrett on the right side, Lewis Nix III, who was on this team, obviously, Danny Shelton, who's a senior, along with Nix. Then we got Leonard Williams and Malik McDowell from Michigan State. So our D-line is fantastic. And then we got one of my favorite players of all time, regardless of where he went to school, and he went to Ohio State, so that just makes it even better. Ryan Shazier is our starting left outside linebacker, along with freshman redshirt Miles Jack to back him up. I have big hopes for Ryan Shazier this season. Hopefully he wins a bunch of linebacker awards. Maybe we even get him into the Heisman. That's a little bit too far-fetched, maybe. And then we have Jalen Smith. Now, the thing with Jalen Smith is he wasn't on the roster in the game for NCAA 13, even though he was on that actual team in real life. So I didn't realize that until I had already started this series. And so he's technically a sophomore, but I had to make him a freshman. But this is his sophomore stats. So he's a the only reason it's different is because it says he's a freshman, even though he should be a sophomore. So that, and I couldn't redshirt him or anything, or I couldn't add a redshirt into him to make him a freshman redshirt. So just think of him as a sophomore, even though he's going to be here a year longer than he probably should be. So that kind of sucks. But hey, it's Jalen Smith. And then we got Reggie Ragland, Ben Boulware, and Rashawn Evans as our middle linebackers. We got Ishaq Williams, Joshua Perry, and Leonard Ford. Arguably our least favorite position is right outside linebacker, although I do love Joshua Perry. It's a little bit lackluster in the name department. And then we go to our corners where we got Kavari Russell, who was on this team, obviously. We got Trey Waynes. We got Marcus Peters, Jalen Ramsey, Eli Apple, Tre'Davious White, Adoree Jackson, Marshawn Lattimore. So we're good on corners because our corners are probably not gonna leave after this year because they're all juniors. So they may end up leaving depending on how good their year is or how much playing time they get. Wrong button again. Clinton Dix is our free safety, and then Kevin Byard is our backup. And then we got strong safety. We got Ibrahim Campbell, who was one of my favorite players. Landon Collins, Jamal Adams, and Keanu Neal as our strong safeties. Yeah, I got a few extra strong safeties, but I already had Keanu Neal, and I really wanted Jamal Adams, so I recruited him. And then we've got kicker Will Lutz, who is our junior kicker. He'll probably be here for junior year and senior year. Then we're going to have to recruit a punter because Jude Rhodes is a senior redshirt, so this is his final season. But you know what we do on the channel? We don't punt on the channel, so we don't really need a punter, but we're just going to have to get one to fill out the roster. So that is the roster for season number 2 with all the red shirts and with all the freshmen coming in and stuff. I do want to mention one thing. The way that the way that Dynasty works is not going to be the same as real life, obviously. So let's just say Christian McCaffrey is a 78 like he is in this. He's not gonna grow and progress to be the exact same overall as what he did in real life in the rosters and the real life rosters. So he's not going to be, and he's probably, he'll probably get to a 99, but it may be faster or maybe slower than what he actually did in real life, and he may stay here for 4 years instead of leaving as a junior like he did in real life. So it's just different things happening from real life to this game. But I got it as close as I possibly could to real life and stuff. So I do want to, before I forget, I do want to go around the country and show you guys some of the freshmen that I did add to other teams. I mainly added to the Ohio State Buckeyes because I knew all those guys. But I added guys. Who did I add? Let me find somebody on Alabama that I added. I don't remember. I'll just go to LSU because I remember who I added on LSU. Obviously, Leonard Fournette is on this team, is on LSU now. I didn't take everybody. Yeah, there he is. Leonard Fournette, freshman. He's the exact same as his freshman in real life ratings are. So he's here. Who else did I add? I added a few offensive linemen. I added, obviously, Ohio State players. Warren Ball's on Ohio? I didn't realize that. Curtis Samuel's here. Obviously, we've got Stephen Collier, who was their recruit in this year, the Buckeyes. So they've got a bunch of players. Is there anybody else that I added? Well, obviously, there's a bunch of people that I added. I just can't remember. I know I added a lot of people to Texas A&M. There's Kyle Allen, Washington football team quarterback. Did I add anybody here? I don't think so. I added some people. I added a corner. I know that. Right? Did I add a corner? Maybe he's a safety. Where is he? There he is. Armani Watts. I added him. So he was a real recruit for Texas A&M. And yeah, I added a bunch of recruits. You could just go on the 24/7 sports recruiting. I added like the top 50 or 100 players. It took me a long time to do this. So we can go through and go through. Why do I keep doing that? We can go through and show you the top players in the nation this year. We got Marquise Lee as the top-rated player in all of college football from USC. Then Jadeveon Clowney, DeAnthony Thomas, Braxton Miller. Then we got 3 of our guys. Then we've got Henry Josie, Teddy Bridgewater, Teddy Two Gloves. We got Kadeem Carey, David Yankee, Cameron Fleming, Marcus Mariota, Todd Gurley, Caleb Johnson, Bradley Roby, Austin Safarian Jenkins, Quandre Diggs, Dylan Thompson, Blake Bell. So we got a bunch of people. It's really a throwback, just taking back and looking at all these guys in college. Some of these guys that you know did really well in the NFL and are still doing well in the NFL, and some of the guys that did not do anything, like Colt Lyerla, or Lyerla. I don't know how to say your name. Or Ed Reynolds. Or even a guy like Duke Johnson, who's on the, what team is he on now? The Texans? That he is a fine player, but coming into this as a 95 as a junior, you'd think that Duke Johnson was going to be a world beater, but that's not how it turned out. So I think that we're ready to go. I guess I can show you the depth chart. I didn't really show you guys the depth chart. We're going to have Johnny Manziel starting at, like I said. Then we've got Marcus Mariota. And then Jameis Winston. I'm probably going to swap these guys out depending on if we're winning games by a lot or what's going on situation-wise in the game, just to get Marcus Mariota some playing time. We got Todd Gurley starting, obviously, because he's at 98 overall. Then we got Melvin Gordon, Derrick Henry. Just wait till Derrick Henry gets his spot. Then it's gonna go crazy. Fullback Derek Watt, obviously. Sammy Watkins will be our number 1. Then Odell. Then Amari Cooper, Jarvis Landry, Mike Evans, and Michael Thomas. I know that Amari Cooper and Jarvis Landry are both higher overall than Odell Beckham Jr., but it's Odell Beckham Jr. I'm going to start him number 2. Then we got Troy Nicholas, Eric Ebron, and O.J. Howard as our tight ends. McGlinchey, I'm going to probably start Ronnie Stanley over you, McGlinchey, just because he's a junior. Then we've got Shaq Mason, Isaiah Wynn, yeah, David Andrews, yep. Austin Blythe will start at right guard because he's the only right guard we have. Taylor Decker will start. DeMarcus Lawrence will start over Joey Bosa. We'll get the spot over Joey Bosa for this last year. Sheldon Day will start, that's right. Lewis Nix, yes, correct. Leonard Williams. Ryan Shazier, that's right. Reggie Ragland, no. Jalen Smith will be the middle linebacker. And then we've got Reggie as the backup to him. Didn't I have a 4th one, or did I redshirt a 4th one? Yeah, I redshirted Rashawn Evans, that's right. So that's how that will work. Then we've got these guys. Did I redshirt a outside linebacker? Leonard Floyd? No, he'll just get to play. Corner, that looks good for corners. Free safety, that looks good. And strong safety, did I need to put Keanu O'Neal in here? I think so. Do I need to put anybody at free safety? I don't think I have anybody extra at free safety, do I? Kevin Byard. Free safety. No, I think I only have the 2 at free safety. I could put James Winston at free safety. That'd be kind of interesting. Will Lutz will obviously be our kicker. Then Jude Rhodes will be a punter, but we won't use him. Kick return. Sammy Watkins and Trey Waynes. That is fine, I guess. Punt return, Sammy Watkins. I think he did punt return last year for us, too. Long snapper, Austin Blythe. And then there we go. So that's the depth chart. And now, I think even after, 20 minutes it's been, I think we can finally get into the game. I'm going to have to do a lot of cutting, so this video is not super long. But I just wanted to get you guys caught up on everything that's going on. Heisman Watch. Do we have anybody in preseason All-Americans and Heisman Watch? We have nobody. Oh, Stephon Tuitt is a first-team preseason All-American, along with Ibrahim Campbell and Sammy Watkins. Do we have any second-team preseason All-American? Johnny Manziel. And that's it. All right, they don't think that we're going to be very good this year. Or at least we're not going to have a lot of guys. And we are in the Big Ten. That is one thing that I probably forgot to tell you guys. Maybe I mentioned it at the end of the last episode, but we are we are in the Big Ten. So so yeah, it's kind of crazy, but Notre Dame is now in the Big Ten. Johnny Manziel's in the Heisman watch in the preseason. So Braxton Miller, Johnny Manziel, Kadeem Carey, TJ Yeldon, and David Watford for Virginia is the Heisman watch so far. It's going to be a tough battle. I'm pretty sure Johnny Manziel was in the Heisman watch a lot of last season. I don't think I won it. Did I win it? Can he show me his stats? Does he? Oh, let me go to player. No, not player skills. Is it not going to show me like his awards or anything? I don't know if I don't think I've won it. Oh, it would pop up right there, right? Yeah, no trophies. Ow, I hit my arm. No trophies available. So he didn't win Heisman last year. I didn't think he won it last year, but I couldn't remember. All right, I think we're finally ready to go. Our first game of the season is against Penn State in the Big Ten play. Our schedule is really crazy this year. It starts with like 8 games that are Big Ten games, and then we finally get a rivalry game in there. I think it gets Stanford or something, and then we go back to Big Ten play, and then we get a couple other games in there. So it's going to be a crazy start to this season. I hope you guys are excited. Make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you guys for sticking around for this for the recap, I guess, the 20-minute recap that I just did. But it's finally time to play this game. Smash like button, and I'll see you guys in the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Big Ten football is underway. And Sammy Watkins may be able to get a kick return in week number 1. Here he goes down the sidelines. Step back cheese. Oh, at the 30. Oh. Oh, Miles Jack. No. Oh, no, Miles Jack. What are you doing? Now we're back at the 11. I got it up to the 30. I got it up almost to the red zone, and we're back at the 11 now. But that won't stop us because we got Johnny effing Manziel. Oh, no! That's not what I wanted to do. First play of the game, throw an interception. That's not really what I wanted to do. All right. 0 for 1 with an interception. That's not all that bad. Oh man, I haven't played with these rosters in forever. Kyle Carter, Christian Hackenberg, kicked in the sacky Christian Hackey. Man, I have not seen some of these guys in a minute. All right, let's see if we can get some pressure on Hackenberg. Oh, he's just going to throw that one away. All right, beautiful. That's exactly what we want to see. Let's bring the pressure with Ryan Shazier, see if we can get him a sack. No, it's going to have to be to it. No, he's going to throw it away. Christian Hackenberg throwing away another pass. Come on, defense. Bend, don't break. Bend, don't break. Another screen pass. It works this time. Come on. Stop him. Stop him. Down. He's down. No, first down. Yes. We held him. I cannot believe we actually held him. Are we really going to hold him to a field goal here? Miss this field goal. Please miss this field goal. Please miss this field goal. Ah! Oh, he made it. So out of all of that, we threw an interception on play number 1, and we still end up with just 3 points. So I'd say that's a win for Notre Dame. Not a very good start for the defending national champions. I'm going to cut out to the outside. I'm going to get a lot of yards here. All right. Sammy Watkins is going to be a dangerous threat for all these teams on the kick returns. All right, so I'm not going to do what I did last time. I'm going to actually run the offense this time. I had to get my feet wet. Oh, that's not... Okay, -2 on the rush. All right, this is going to be a little bit tougher than I first anticipated. We got Odell Beckham. We got Sammy Watkins running a deep one-on-one. My man's wide open right here. Amari Cooper, baby. You were like wide open. That was actually crazy how wide open you actually were. All right, let's get a touchdown here, and then we can feel pretty good. Roll out to the left a little bit. I'm going to have to fit this in a tight window. Troy Nicholas, baby. Johnny Manziel doing what he does best. Let's effing go, Johnny. It's what you should have done in the NFL. All right, the snap. Rolling out to the right. Oh, is my man going to beat his route? He's not. Throw this to Troy Nicholas. There we go. All right. Now let's keep running no huddle. We got to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Got to get this Penn State defense tired. Maybe now that they're a little bit worn out, we can get a nice run play with Todd Gurley. Because he's a 98 overall. I mean, he's got to be able to do something here. Nice cut inside. Keep going, Todd. No! Fell down at the, what is it, the 1 or the 2? He fell down at the 2. That's a little bit upsetting. All right, let's do a little bit of read option. They're not going to expect this. Is he going to read it? He's not going to read it, and Johnny Manziel's going to walk in for a Notre Dame touchdown. Let's go. We're back. This feels good. This feels real good to play. And extra point by Will Lutz is up and good, and Notre Dame leads 7-3. Oh no. No. I thought I was going to pick that off. Allen Robinson, there you go. Allen Robinson, Bears wide receiver. In the flesh right here. I thought I was going to pick that off, so I didn't really think much of it. I was wrong. We were holding them too. That was the third down. That's frustrating. Zach Zwiniak? Or Zwinak, however you pronounce his name. I remember that dude. Hackenbergs. Is that Robinson he sent in motion? Yeah, it is. He sends down Robinson in motion. He's doing a lot of talking here. Oh, we're going to stuff him. No. No. Why am I the worst user ever, bro? It's actually upsetting how bad I am at usering. That's probably why you probably noticed that I don't really user any like the linebackers or the safeties or corners in coverage. It's because of situations like that where I'm such a bad user that it just wouldn't really work. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Odell Beckham Jr. Let's go. 49 yards. He beat the coverage. Boom. And just like that, we're back on top. What a play from Odell. Let me see if I can go back and instant replay that, because that was pretty nice. So, Johnny Manziel fakes the handoff. I was going to throw it. Pause. I was going to throw it to Amari Cooper right there. Well, I'm pointing, but you can't. I'm pointing to Amari Cooper. And then I noticed right here, Odell doesn't have any deep safety on him. The deep safety is on Amari Cooper. So I'm like, Odell, money, bam, right at him. Big touchdown. That's a big boy touchdown right there. Big boy touchdown. Hold on, let me get a really close up on Johnny Manziel because he'd be looking nice. Let me get a look at this. Look at this bad boy right here. Look at this bad man, Johnny Manziel. Boom. That's a bad man right there. All right, let's get back into it. You gotta be kidding me, bro. I can't stop anything. Oh, man. I cannot stop a single pass. I don't know why they keep finding these open lanes. I mean, we're stopping the run, but the pass is killing it. Christian Hackenberg's lighting us up. We're only in the second quarter. It's already 14-10. This has been a high-scoring game so far. And this is what the Big Ten play is going to be like this year. I don't know if I like it. Oh, Hackenberg, you should not have kept that. I don't know what you were thinking on that one. Whatever it was wrong. You should not have kept that at all. Can we hold them to a field goal here? That would be real big. That would be real big. Ishaq Williams. Yes, Jalen Smith was there. Let's go, baby. 4th and goal. They're kicking a field goal. We'll still have a 1-point lead. Touchdown Jesus is impressed. All right, can I get you? Can I get you? Can I get you? Can I get you? Ha! He made it. We're up by 1, though. Oh, Todd Gurley with an open lane. Oh, go, Todd, go. Go, Todd, go. Go, Todd, go. Touchdown. Let's go, baby. Oh, man. A read option with amazing blockers. And Todd Gurley just found an open lane. I had no idea that was going to happen. That was first play, too. There it is. 21-13, just like that. Awesome. 1st and goal from the 1. We're going to add another touchdown to it. Todd Gurley. That didn't go as I planned. All right, we'll read option it. Don't worry. We'll read option it, and either Gurley or Manziel will get in. So, and it looks like it's going to be Manziel. Come on. You got to be kidding me. What is this? All right, we'll just power run it through. We'll get Todd Gurley up there. We got a bunch of beefy boys. Just run it straight through. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And we add to our lead. Field goal attempt for Penn State here. 4th and 2. Maybe they'll fake it. Who knows? It's up. It's good. 28-16. All right, Penn State's going to go for it on 4th down here. This is a big down. They're down by 19 in the 4th quarter. They need to get this. Hackenberg just... Hackenberg, what are you doing, my man? That's why you didn't make it in the NFL. Because you do plays like that. Oh, man. That's good stuff right there. 1st and goal here. 4 minutes to go in the game. And touchdown Notre Dame. That was close. I thought for a second I was going to throw another interception there. I really don't want to throw another interception. Because Johnny Manziel's in the running for the Heisman. He's got to win it one year. Come on, dude. I could have just ran it in, but I'm trying to get passing touchdowns. That shouldn't have just bounced off of you like that. 3rd and goal. I got to get it here, or I guess I'll just kick the field goal. Let me hot route Amari Cooper for an in route. Give me another option. And I got to throw it quickly. That's pass interference. I shouldn't have thrown it quickly. I should have waited. Am I going to make this field goal? I hate these field goals where I'm so close at a different angle. I'm trying to like move my head. Oh, I might miss this. I'll give it right there. We'll see what happens. Hey, I made it. All right. 4th down and 10. This is probably the game right here. If they don't get this, where I'm going to try and run out as much clock as possible. Oh, they're going to get it. I hate myself so much. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh. If this game was closer, I'd be very much more upset. Oh, they're going to booth review it. What are they going to say? He did get a foot down. He got a foot down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Yep.
After review, they decided that the call on the field will stand.
We figured it would. We figured it would. And here they go.
For the two-point conversion.
If they get this 2-point conversion, it's much more of a ball game. He didn't get it. Let's go. A minute 43. This is our game to win. Oh, he's going onside kick. Is he going to get the onside kick? Landon Collins steals the onside kick. Can I return this? No way. I've never done this before. Oh. No. I was hoping. But that should be the end of the game anyway, so. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Final play of the game. 13 seconds. Well, hopefully final play of the game because it's 4th and 13. If we stop him here, it's game over, obviously. And we're going to stop him here. Christian Hackenberg. He chokes again. He's just not that good of a quarterback. Kicked in the sacky Christian Hackey. And now we run the ball with Todd Gurley one time, and we get out of here with a big Week 1 victory. There we go, Todd. 10 yards on that final run, and Notre Dame's going to win. 199 yards. That's actually crazy. But a big first victory of the season for the defending national champions. All right, checking out the stats for the game. Johnny Manziel ended with 11 of 18 for 196 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. So a decent game, but not really Heisman quality. So we're going to have to start to get him a little bit gaudier stats if we want him to win the Heisman. And then rushing, Todd Gurley had, excuse me. Rushing, Todd Gurley had 16 attempts, 199 yards, 3 touchdowns. Johnny Manziel had 5 rushes for 37 yards and 2 touchdowns. So big rushing day. He obviously had that 80-yard touchdown run that was absolutely crazy. Receiving, Troy Nicholas led everybody with 5 catches, 58 yards. Cooper, 3 catches. Sammy, 2 catches, 1 catch for Odell Beckham. He had that 49-yard touchdown throw that we had earlier in the game. And then on the defensive side of the football, Jalen Smith led everybody with 7 tackles. Lewis Nix had 3 sacks. Stephon Tuitt had 1. No interceptions, but a good defensive day. Will Lutz kicked 1 field goal from 19 yards, 6 extra points, and Sammy Watkins had 4 kick returns and 120 yards total, averaged 30 yards per kick return. That's actually crazy. All right, next week is week number 2. We are going up against Indiana, who has not played a game so far. They are 0-0. We are coming off that victory. I do want to go to Heisman Watch, see if Manziel slipped anywhere. He didn't slip. He stayed. So did Braxton. Braxton had 5 touchdowns in the game. Manziel stays. But Todd Gurley, with 199 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns, moves his way into the Heisman race. So we got 2 potential Heisman candidates. That's pretty awesome right there. And I do want to show you guys one more thing. I forgot to show you in the game. Defense. Is it NCAA record? It's where is it at? Oh, he just tied the record. Okay. So what I was looking for was, it said Stephon Tuitt had got the school record for sacks, but he just tied the record in a game with 3. So he doesn't really have it yet. So he just tied it. And the final thing before we end this video, we got to do an upgrade to good old Juice. Let's see, what do we got here? We're probably going to go into recruiting. That's probably going to be the best thing to do. Increase your recruiting points total by 500 points in weeks 1 through 7. Or the week a recruit visits your school, you receive a bonus of 100 points. Ooh. I think I'm going to do the opener. I think that might be the best thing to do. There we go. So we're getting there. We are level 16 right now. We got Bronco Mendenhall and Mark Helfrich as our offense and defensive coordinators. And yeah, we're going to go into week 2, but that's going to be the next episode. So if you guys are super excited for more Notre Dame NCAA 14 franchise Dynasty, I guess I'm too used to playing Madden, some more NCAA Dynasty, then make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!